with another video, and here today we are going to be doing a reaction. In front of us, as you can see, there is an American flag, and you're like, why is there an American flag on the back of your video background? And the answer to that question is because Epic Rap Battles of History just dropped another video. But besides that, it's not only a new video, it's Donald Trump versus Kamala Harris. Now, I know we got the elections coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, there's a lot of tension, there's a lot of, you know, people going at each other and all this stuff, and I get it, but for the sake of this video, we're going to put away the political opinions, we're going to put away the favoritism and biases, and we're just going to react to a sick-ass rap battle, because I love ERB probably more than life itself, and I think this shit is amazing. So ERB, if you're watching this video, hit me up. I would be down to do one of your rap battles. I think I'd be a pretty good actor too. I'm a pretty good actor, I think, and I think I'd be a really good rapper slash actor to fit into a character. Anyway, besides that point, I'm going to be giving also kind of like my 2 cents based on my opinions in this video, this reaction, but not my political opinions, but my opinions through experience. And what do I mean by that? Well, 2 things to that. Obviously, number 1, if you haven't already seen, I just dropped a new song. You can check it out over here. It's Lou for President, and it's on my YouTube. It'll be on my SoundCloud. It's on Apple, Spotify, all that. So go check it out. But why I made that song was that A, I think I could throw my hat in the ring. You know why not? But B, it's also because for a lot of people that don't know, I had 2 months of experience working for the federal government, and let me tell you, it's a lot. There's a lot to it. And I think, like, even I was talking to one of the congressmen that was in the federal government, because I bumped into a lot of congressmen, not people specifically like Donald Trump and Kamala Harris, but people that know who Donald Trump and Kamala Harris is, and have spoke with them several times. So I'm going to be giving that side of the coin in this rap battle, and also just my experiences as a rapper who's been rapping for a long time and who tries to make deep lyrics, and also a historian in training, because I really like history. So with all of that aside, that is what I'm going to try to bring to this reaction. And as you can see, I also like my art history because I got my Pablo Picasso shirt, and trust me, there's a lot of photos I took of Picasso's art at the National Gallery of Art in Washington, D.C. Without further ado, I assume we're going to see a lot of DC references, we're going to see a lot of DC mentions, we're going to see a lot of mentions about the political parties, about why they're dissing. This is the first epic rap battles I've ever actually reacted to, and I'm so glad this dropped. Like, perfect timing. So anyway, I hope you guys like the microphone for now. I may even record with this at some point. Like, I think it's really cool. But without further ado, let's get into this reaction. Oh, and go check out ERB because they're great. And once again, I've been watching them for like probably back to season 1, dude. I love ERB, and I really wanted to like pay homage and just also like show you guys that I still do reactions occasionally. I'll throw out one every once in a while if it's a meaningful reaction. And if there's other historical reactions you want to see from me, you can go check out my Lou Extra channel that I'll leave in the description. That I'm going to be using as like a music slash reaction channel for history. So without further ado, that'll be it. And yeah, let's get into the video. Alright, we got the American flag opening up. Oh, we got a choke. Alright, let's see. Epic Lloyd, of course. He loves playing Trump. And he's got the style down. He's got the suit, he's got the bleach hair, or the, you know, the blonde orange hair, whatever Trump has. Yeah, so he's got a good costume. Alright, and then Kamala Harris. Kamala. I always forget it's Kamala. And she is a good, whoever this actress is, she also has a very good, except the sneakers. I've never really seen Kamala wears sneakers, but hey, I guess there's a first time for everything. All right, let's get into this.
I've got the best word plays. Ask my supporters. I've got more disabilities than a New York Times reporter. You're a scam. Your whole nomination is a hoax. Your party is so pro-choice they aborted a state's right to vote. Pencil pushing pussy bows. Think you could scare me with prison? Get your mugshot, then your mugshot. Then come talk to me about convictions. You're the radical left. You should be embarrassed. The way you divide our country. I'll call you Camel Toe Harris. Your inflation's got our nation clipping coupons. While it's leaking worse than a wet lab in Wuhan. I had every American's 401k thriving. Stock market's higher than the planes full of migrants you fly in and don't even.
I gotta just like break that down because there's just basically if you've seen any of the and again political opinions aside, but just like for the sake of it, like if you've seen any of the speeches that he gave at the RNC, that's pretty like that's the gist of it, where it's like the legals are coming in, the yeah, like she's trying to divide our country. Kamala doesn't even know what a woman is anymore. So this is what he's setting up with, and I think it's a good representation of how the real Donald Trump is attacking his campaign. Or
Even try to deny the cognitive decline you were hiding. Prop it up Joe like it was Wicked and Biden. I'm here to teach you what losing to a winner feels like. Ask Pence. I know how to drop a mic.
I know you're not all ears, but
And let's just decode that really quick because yeah, obviously there's a couple things that I saw when I was in DC that definitely you wouldn't normally see from like if you haven't been there. Like for instance, after the like where the line where he's talking about dropping Mike Pence, yeah, after January 6th, but pre-January 6th, if you went to DC, there was not nearly as much security. Like you got to kind of go around like enjoying yourself a lot without being watched constantly. Now everybody's watching you because of the whole thing that happened. But it makes sense because if you go into the gallery of the house, it like you could see how um how much of a safety hazard it was because there is just no way that you can get out of there. Like there's a door, there's basically two doors, one that has you entering the room, but then there's a door right next to it, and those are the only two doors of the room. So if somebody comes in, the only other option is you got those two doors to get out. That's literally, and that door, the other door that is opposite to the entrance is like right next to it. So you literally have to like you can't get out of there without people spotting you like 5 feet away from you. So it's an interesting layout, and you can kind of see like where the fear started. But yeah, so anyway, this is Kamala. I'm gonna shut up. Let's go.
Pence. I know how to drop a mic.
I know you're not all ears, but listen up close. You are JD Vance's beer and level weird. You are gross. You've been bending American decency over a barrel, giving Lady Liberty the finger like Beasley and Carol in that big creepy house with our secrets stacked in piles. From documents to
Obviously, E.G. and Carol, the person he was.
Carol in that big creepy house with our secrets stacked in piles. From documents to pedos, you spend too much time with files. Having sleepovers with Laura Loomer? What's going on with you? Can't you afford more than Timu Melania? You failed in your own city. Bank, ballot box, and court. You're home alone too. You lost in New York. I was there on January 6th. It wasn't fun for me. Just like your bowels, I was evacuated suddenly. You were history's least hopeful, presidential hopeful, mood swinging wildly like stock and Truth Social. I'm here to build bridges from Texas to Niagara Falls.
She's even got better wow. I hope you wrote that commie crap and
Oh, Pete, nice Pete coming in as Tim Wants. I like it. All right. So
Niagara Falls.
She's even got better wow. I hope you wrote that commie crap in red, cause you're taking a huge loss. Is anything worse for you than Afghanistan did for your boss? A man handed you everything you ever did. You couldn't make your own way, couldn't even make your own kids.
Your mommy was absent when you were.
I actually need to look that up. Did she have a surrogacy? I genuinely did not know that. Just kind of like some history.
Way, couldn't even make your own kids.
Your mommy was absent when you were just a little baby. And if she saw you now, she'd wish she were a childless cat lady. And if your racist landlord daddy wasn't dead to kill him, seeing me living rent-free in your head.
Well, I know how you failed the bar exam after that. I guess the half of you whose job it is to rap isn't black.
Oh, good one. You ketchup-smelling edgelord. You rock the beat softer than Stormy Daniels' headboard.
I can't believe I'm even in a race with this hog. Hope you're in makeup in Ohio, cause they're eating the dogs!
Donald, I'm putting you away like a rapist back in Cali. You should leave this battle early, like the crowds at your rallies.
I have all the biggest rallies.
You remember in the debate, she's like, go attend a Donald Trump rally. Everyone leave.
Back in Cali, you should leave this battle early, like the crowds at your rallies.
I have all the biggest rallies.
Yeah? Well, I've got Taylor Swift.
You're ugly.
You are ugly.
Well, you're a Marxist.
Wait. Hold on. I know something big is about to happen, but did Taylor Swift endorse her? I had no idea, because Eminem did. I saw the Obama, like, he walked in, he's like, my are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy, there's vomit on my sweat already. That shit is funny. But anyway, back to the video. So there's something big's about
like a rapist back in Cali. You should leave this battle early, like the crowds at your rallies.
I have all the biggest rallies.
Yeah? Well, I've got Taylor Swift.
You're ugly.
You are ugly.
Well, you're a Marxist.
Jumpin' Jesus H. Huckleberry Christ on a crutch. No one wants to fight about politics this much. You, Madam Red, White, and Pantsuit. Don't let getting higher be the greatest thing you ever do. And you, sweet baby back ribs up in heaven. Try not to slide democracy straight to chapter 11. I've come here on the back of my musky antlered beast with a message for whichever one of you sucks the least. This government was founded on self-evident truths. So keep it of the people, by the people, for the people. Moles, who won? Who's there? Protestant!
Joe Biden, of course. Yeah, Joe Biden. Hello, Quiz. Oh, so maybe that was somebody else who actually was about, but I thought that
What's up,
was
Richard?
Alright, and that's probably like the sponsorships and stuff. But anyway, let's go back here. So, yeah. Let me know what you thought. I think it was interesting seeing Theodore Roosevelt like kind of jump in as like the third player, but it's interesting with like Theodore Roosevelt because obviously you had a string in the 1900s of a lot of military guys become president. You had Roosevelt, you had Eisenhower, you had Truman served in the Corps, John F. Kennedy served in the Pacific. I don't know if Nixon did, Carter did. You got like a lot of military guys. And I think, to my understanding, I think it was Carter, if I'm not mistaken, because Reagan didn't serve in the military as far as I know. Maybe he did for like a year or two, I don't remember, before he went to Hollywood. Bill Clinton, I don't think did. Bush technically did, but Bush served in the Coast Guard, so I don't count that. But you get my point. Ever since, and really even going back to like Eisenhower, you hadn't really had like a president since Eisenhower that was known as a military man or military woman, which I don't think Kamala served in the military either, as far as I know. Obviously Trump did because he dodged the draft, but that's a different story. But anyway, so I think it's interesting when you have a military perspective, at least for somebody that studies history. Like it's you look at guys like Napoleon, for example. I know it's a little off topic, but Napoleon, the reason he got so much respect is that he was willing to put himself on the line for his comrades, and that's like really the benefit of that's like the strategy of a military guy and what they're going to use to get into office. Like they're one of the guys that put themselves on the line for you, that type of thing. And I think Theodore Roosevelt, like, there's a lot. I mean, obviously there's, you know, the opening of the national parks, the Panama Canal, like a lot of imperialistic stuff he did when he took over Guam, especially the Philippines. All that, he made that really bad. But like, especially for a guy like Theodore Roosevelt, like the type of career he had as a military man, even leaving his position as assistant secretary, I believe, to you know, go down to Cuba and fight for the rebels. Stuff like that. president that has a military background definitely has a different take on things than people that don't serve in the military. So I think it's just interesting to kind of point that out and to see how that's kind of evolved throughout history, especially Theodore Roosevelt being the first president of the 1900s besides McKinney. Then you had all these other military guys going down the list, who definitely kind of put that political thought in people's heads that they will jump in front of you to save you. So anyway, that's gonna be it for me, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed. Hope I gave a little bit of perspective into it, a little bit of historical, political perspective. I think some people like some things people typically wouldn't know. You know what I mean? I think it was important for me to discuss those, even if I pause the video 50 times. So anyway, that's gonna be it for me, guys. I hope this reaction wasn't like 30 minutes long, which it probably might be. But anyway, I'll talk to y'all on the next one. Love y'all. Go check out Lou for President, my new song. Deuces.